Okay, all right, everybody. This is going to be the first episode on the live stream um, with proper audio. Believe it or not, I actually uh, decided to do a short live stream prior to the close of the general market. I think I started about 5 till 2 on the Mountain Standard Time. And the futures do not close till 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then I ended up closing that particular trading session at about 5 till or 2 till 3 p.m. And then the market opens again for future trading after an hour break at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's why you see on my TraderVate platform, it's 404, almost 405 right now. So I currently have a couple of positions or a couple of contracts open. We are, let's do some, there you go, that hit. We'll set trailing stop, trail it up. That's about that account right now, 30 bucks. And there you go. Let's see if we'll close this out for another small scalp. But anyway, so what is going on? All right, so just a little intro into this live stream, what we do here. As the title says, this is MNQ live trades using a prop firm. Now, what is a prop firm? All right, well, to backtrack, of course, most of the time, unless you are an investor, institutional investor, you trade with your own money. Institutional investors most of the time trade with your money or their clients' money. So as you trade your money, you have the option of making or losing your money. So instead, you can use what's called a prop firm. And specifically, I use this particular one called Take Profit Trader. What that means is, this is how it works. You select an account size that you're going to trade with. And then you prove that you can trade and then start earning money and withdraw your earnings. Now, the way that works is you start with a test account. Under the test account, you have certain rules you have to follow. You have to trade minimum consequent 5 days. You cannot skip a day or you lose your test account. You have a certain limit you can lose on the test account. And you can also not hold your positions past the time when the futures market closes. Those are the main 3 rules you have to abide by. All right, now you're going back up to the test accounts you can open. All right, so you got possibly a $25,000 capital account. You have a $50,000 all the way to $150,000 account that you trade with their play money, if you please. And why the test account? Well, Take Profit Trader is interested in making money also with the traders they include or allow to trade with their capital. Think of it kind of like your real estate. You got a broker and an agent, and you're on a test run with a broker for a few weeks maybe just to see how you do before they put their name necessarily all the way. But under this, I prefer doing a 50 or a 150 test accounts. And so what you have to do under these, let's say you choose a $50,000 account, you have a profit target that you have to hit. they give you 30 days to make $3,000 with their $50,000, and you cannot lose more than $2,000 of that $50,000. Okay, and you can trade up to 60 MNQs, micro futures. On a $50,000 account, you can do the target is $9,000, and you have to make it within 30 days. And you can trade up to 150 contracts. What that means is, so right now, if I place a trade, that's one contract. You can place 150 of those on a $150,000 account, test account. Okay, and you cannot lose more than $4,500 on their $150,000 test account. Now, what happens if you lose when you lose that $4,500 on this account or $2,000 on that account? Well, you have the option of either resetting it or you can open another account. Okay, resetting is a little cheaper than this price, but usually I never pay full price on this because I'll use a promo that they run right now. Currently, they have no fee 40, and I'm actually working with hopefully Take Profit Trader would approve an affiliate code that I would provide as well. But currently it's no fee 40. Will give you a 40% discount, and then no activation fee after you pass your test account to become a pro account. So what happens when you do make your goal and you did not lose their money? They move you to a pro account right here. Onto the pro account, you have an 80-20 break where they keep 20% of your earnings, and you get to keep 80% that you can withdraw into your actual wallet and then into your bank. And I've done it many times. So the catch, though, I don't know if it's a catch, negative or not, is just weeding out bad traders and gamblers, is that under the test account, you have a limit to lose that you cannot. That would be $2,000. Once you pass the $2,000, or you gain that $3,000, becomes $53,000 now total capital under that account, it actually switches over to back to $50,000 brand new under the pro account. And whatever the drawdown, the lose limit was on the test account, which for $50,000, it's a $2,000. And on a $150,000, it's $4,500. Now, under the pro, that becomes your cushion, buffer. So under the pro, from 50, you have to make another $3,000 to, I'm sorry, 2,000, because that's the drawdown limit to lose. You have to make another $2,000 to bring it up to 52, and anything after 52, you get to keep at 80%. Under a $150,000 account, it is going to be 50. I don't remember, what did I say was going to be to lose? Oh yeah, so $4,500. So it has to be $154,500 to bring that up to before you can actually withdraw after that buffer. Now, you could also cancel that account and take all of the money that you made, which is $4,500. But the point is, you're trying to make this a longevity exercise. So anyway, so this is where we are. I did start a brand new account about an hour ago, like I said, before the markets closed, and I was up $277 for that hour that I traded, which was not a bad trading session. So wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. Now, I made a video earlier, and in that video, I did not figure my audio out, so I sat here rambling for a whole hour without any video. Without any audio. So I'd like to touch on a couple of things as far as trading goes, right? So if you trade, the danger of trading is there is so much opportunity to make a lot of money. And once you get to the point where you can actually make a lot of money, you stop thinking of the comp, what is it a lot of money compared to? So when you go to a regular job and you spend 8 hours a day making, let's say, $200 a day, 8 hours, and you come home and you move on with life, go to bed, wake up and do it over again. You put up with customers or you put up with processes you have to cover, whatever. And yet you go home and you're happy your bills are paid. A couple of $100 or $300, whatever you're making, right? And then you get to the computer and you start trading and you go, man, I just made $1,500 or I made $700. And eventually you end up thinking, wow, you're actually kind of a slot machine. You're trying to make more and more and more. And then you oversize your positions too much and you lose your test accounts or you lose your pro accounts. And every time I've lost my pro accounts or test accounts was due to that reason, is because I oversized my positions thinking, oh, I can squeeze extra more and I can make more in shorter time. Instead, what helps is, man, if I make a couple of $100 a day, putting 8 hours a day at some job, and then if I can do that $200 a day on the computer sitting in 2-3 hours, you have just doubled your income. You have just given yourself an extra job without, with minimal physical effort and even to an extent with minimal mental involvement. I mean, you kind of have to watch the charts and things like that. So there's a way you have to kind of know what's going on the charts. But either way, you just doubled your income. And the point is that what are you comping the possibility of making money to? So if it's making 8 hour day, $200, $300 paycheck every day, then I think if you can make a couple of $100 in 2-3 hours doing live trades, then you're pretty good, because over the next year, 5-10 years, you can not necessarily retire, but you can stash away some money. You'll get yourself a few soft served ice cream cones. So anyway, that was my last trading session. I was 277 closing for that hour, which was not bad. So right now, I do have a few accounts open. I'll extend this. So I have some accounts right here, as you can tell. All right, so these are all test accounts, I believe. Yeah, these are all test accounts. All right, so right now, on most of these, right here, this is a $53,000 account, which is your $50,000 account. All right, so I have passed my buffer, and it's going to be moved to a pro account. However, I have to trade 5 days. So because it's still in my chart table, I need to do a in and out trade, just quick, just to make sure it registers that I've traded that particular day. So after I've traded 5 days, this will be moved to a pro account. So this particular one, I started with $150,000. Right now, it's I did make my profit target. I think it took me a couple of days, maybe. That was $9,100. So this will be moved to a pro account, but I still need to make a little in and out. Same as this. That's 150. It's 160 now. 150 at a 159. So I have 2 accounts right here. That, let's see. 2 accounts right here that I ended up still needing to run it up to the they're $4,500 each, and I need an extra $4,500 on each of those accounts to bring them up to the profit target of 9,000 to pass these to oh, there you go. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, where is this account? All right, so this is the account that I just opened up about an hour ago. And right now it's up to $327. So I think I might be working on this. But I'll do dummy trades on all of these just to make sure that I've traded them. But I possibly will be trading this one account alone for demonstration purposes. Now, again, this is for entertainment only, like it says in the description on this video. Do not copy my trades. So I had a few friends who have asked me, and some acquaintances go, "Oh, you got to teach me how to trade," and that is a scary proposition. All right, so I would be scared to just sit down. I mean, I can explain the semantics of what a candlestick is. I can explain the semantics possibly of what the moving averages are, like these squiggly lines. What are these lines above the green boxes are? So I can, those are the basics I can explain. Now, I cannot tell you where you need to buy and where you need to sell. That is dependent on your strategy, on the way you get the feel. How many contracts you need to buy. I cannot tell you that because, again, that depends on the capital you use, on your risk level and things like that. But I decided to do a kind of a few live trade videos so that you guys can see where the road takes you when you get into it. Again, all I'm risking on this particular account right now is, I believe it was $200. Okay, so I did spend $200 on this particular test account, $150,000 account. That is the most I can lose. I'm not going to lose $150,000. I lose only $200. On a $50,000 account, it's only $100 with a promo code. So that is kind of the difference between trading stocks and options is with a prop firm, not even futures with your own money. It's trading with your own money versus trading with a prop firm. So trading with your money, you're losing your money. Trading with a prop firm, you're losing $100, a couple $100 maybe by blowing an account. And but if you're good at risk and management, which I'm not always good, I'm more of a gambler sometimes, go on a tilt and rage trade. But so anyway, the point is, be happy with even small gains you make. Even if it's $100 for starters, you're better in the green than in the red. And then when you get comfortable with doing something like this, then man, $200, $300, $500 a day, you're golden. You cannot complain that you're not making $7,000 a day, because if you're spending 8 hours a day somewhere working and you're making $200-$300 at a good pay here in the Northwest, unless you're a tradesman or working for a big firm, then if you're a retail, if you're in services, $200-$300 a day is basically what you're making. And so if you can make that on the trading platform, you're pretty good. So, all right. Well, as you can tell, I have several charts open right here on a different time frame, what's called a time frame. So a 1 minute chart. I have a 2 minute chart, 3 minute chart, 15-minute chart, and I have a 15-second chart. So every one of these price candles right here represents 15 seconds. Okay. Then I have a technical indicator down at the bottom. This is a stochastic momentum index. That's 2 crossover average lines. And basically, when one crosses over the other towards the bottom of this particular range, stock ends up moving up or tends to. And when it's at the top crossing over down, stock ends up going down. So like, for instance, here you see crossed over from here, went up, crossed over down, slightly down, crossed over, went up. So you get the gist. So we're kind of, it's not a gamble, but we're guesstimating based on, some people think, oh, stock trading, day trading is just a bunch of gambling. I have a coworker who just kind of shared that with me the other day. So, but as you can tell, it is a skill. Trading is a skill. Trading is some knowledge. You have to realize that this particular future trading, 80% of futures that are traded on NASDAQ are done by institutional traders, institutional investors. What that means is they have huge positions, and most of the time they buy wholesale. They buy in bulk at certain levels. So the key is to figure out where possibly they will be buying. And so you kind of look for trends. You look for resistance levels, and support levels, which means if I were to draw, let's go to a regular. So this particular charting is called candlestick charting. All right, and this is what that looks like on a regular basis. Candlesticks, Japanese candlesticks that were designed, developed over 400 years in Japan, trading rice markets. All right, so every one of these candles represents price movement from the opening to the closing and then throughout the session. So this is a 2-minute, for instance. Oh, let's do this green one. The price for this at 4:14 on this candle opened at, as you can tell right here, 8:37, and then it closed for that 2-minute session at 8:53, but it moved up as high as 8:54. So basically, this is a price movement from opening to close on the green. It's a positive, and then from the red would be opening right here and closing it right over here. But it moved up as high as that. Okay, so that's the basic. And let's see. Now this is called Haikinashi. All right, this is called Haikinashi form of charting. And it sounds Japanese too, right? But what that one is, whenever a candle forms a bottom without a wick, it's a good indicator that the price might be moving up. When it starts creating a wick like this, a bottom leg, you can almost bank that there's going to be a change in the price and it's going to start moving down. All right. So for instance, let's go back right here. Let's go back to, all right. So we got, now this changed to really thin looking from this, and it turned to green, and then it formed a bottom without a wick, and you can tell bottom without a wick, bottom, caution. Let's see what happens next time. Bottom without a wick. Oh yeah, and then you got kind of a cautionary level. So, but then it just kept bumping up, and then you got over to this, right? No wicks, cautionary. Let's see what happens next. So this is slightly different way to chart, and I use it occasionally, not very often, but so anywho, Take Profit Trader, create an account, get started, get yourself $100 if you have that play money. Okay, pick out either this particular $25,000 account would cost you actually with a promo code $90, I believe, only. This one is going to be 102. This one is going to be 200, I believe, or 170, something like that. So anyway, you got your play money in play. Then you get to choose what platform you're going to use. And I use Tradeovate. So Tradeovate, you basically go to, it's a web base, so you go to tradeovate.com and you use the login that you got from Take Profit Trader. And then Tradeovate basically gives you this access to the trading platform. And but all the trades and all the profits and all of that is directly tied to Take Profit Trader. So you create an account under Take Profit Trader, pick your capital test account, and then choose which particular platform you're going to be trading, and then go to that platform after you create an account and log in with the login credentials you received from Take Profit Trader. And you are golden. You will be set for life. Oh boy. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not making any promises. Okay, so now we are, of course, in after hours trading. What that means is that the general market is closed. All right, so we are in the trading session for futures, and the futures open from 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, till 4 p.m. Eastern Time the following day, or 3 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern Time to Mountain Standard Time would be 3 p.m. Yeah, and because we are in the Northwest, we go by Mountain Standard Time. So it's been half an hour into the next day trading session. So whatever earnings I will be making, that would be considered towards the next day. All right, enough of rambling. I imagine we want to be... Now, I almost said you probably want to see some trades. Okay, that's a wrong perspective. I'm not showing off any trades, not showing off any skills. We are looking for potential entry or exit. Okay, so as we can see right now, the market is those crossover averages are crossover alongside with each other. We possibly are looking now. The spread on the price levels, as you can tell, is 5 points right there. You see that 45, 50, 50 to 55. That's 5 points on one contract. 5 points. You might be looking at about what, 12 bucks or so. Let me see. Futures calculator. Let's see, which one do I use? No, it's not that one. Shoot. Anyway, I think that's about right. All right, let's see if we can find some trades. All right, that's a crossover right there. That's crossover. Let's try with one, just for kicks. All right, see if we get filled on one. We're at the top of the, right there. See that green line right there? That is our high for the day, and this is our low for the day. Now, the day started at 4 p.m. See right there? That candle right there is 4 p.m. It went down. That's the lowest. And then this candle right here went up as high as that. So we are in this range from lowest to the highest. So right now, currently, we're at the top of the high for the day. And that difference is 42 points. 42 points is a lot of money, man. All right, so we got filled in for one contract on MNQ right here. So let's check our... All right, see that? So this is an indecision candle. It might go up, but the confirmation, we don't know. So, but this is a downtrend. As you can tell, will that downtrend hold? This is a downtrend too. Right here. See that? That's a downtrend. We're looking at it to go down into this oversold territory where possibly these two will cross over, kind of like these did, and then maybe go up. But we'll see. This is not exact science. This is calculated guesswork. All right, so we are at 66, 6 points above. All right, let's see. I usually I'll scale up if I'm about 10, 15, maybe even 20 points up or down. So right now I'm $10. I don't go by dollar wise. I go by the spread of price markers. All right, so if this price reaches about 70 or maybe 75, I'll end up adding like this. So I'll add another position, which means this, my entry point level, will move up and average out to somewhere like right there. So we'll see what we end up with. What does a 15-minute look like? 15-minute look like crossover here, possibly going up. Are there any resistance levels? So what are support and resistance levels? Those are the levels where the price has approached and was rejected at several times. So if you look at this right here, let's do a line right here. Okay, you could probably say this is a rejection once, twice, 3, possible 4 times, and the price got rejected. All right, so this then also came close enough to that rejection point. This is the ceiling, the resistance. And the support is going to be this level. All right, this is the support level, as you can tell. I mean, we can draw it out further. Usually, whatever was the support level becomes, or whatever was the resistance levels becomes the support. So this line for this candle right here, I'm looking, became the resistance, broke through. became support, bounced off with these candles, bounced off, went up, resist, 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 couldn't break through, came down, bam, bounce, bounce, and bounce, bounce like a ball, and it just came. So I can tell where exact resistance and support levels are for this particular range. Now that's on a 3-minute level. We can move it up and see what it's like on a 1-minute level. But all right, so we're approaching that scale up level where I might add another. So let's do an ask. All right, do you see that? It jumped from wherever that was up here now to 65. And all right, we're going to be doing some scaling up. So let's do some profit targets. So if it comes down and fills us on a profit target, all right, we're going to take distractions out. Increase this up. Now look at that move. Look at that move. Every one of these candles represents 15 minutes. So you went from 845 all the way to, that's 30 points. So if you bought somewhere here, but of course we couldn't because the market ended up closing. So we're looking for possible rejection of these levels and coming down a bit and filling us right here. So we're 35 minutes into the first hour of after hours trading on futures market. MNQ. Now, here's the difference. MNQ is NASDAQ futures. M stands for mini futures. And so I'm looking for this blue line to form sort of a curve down and then green to cross over. But micro futures are not as, you have a less chance of losing a lot more money than if you were trading NQ. So, all right, we're going to do the, so we're only 8 points above our average. And what is the highest it could probably, I mean, sky's the limit. But as you can tell, it went as high as 960 earlier today, and then dropped all the way down to over 100 points. So whoo boy, look at that. All right, we're gonna go wild. We're gonna go on a binge. We're gonna go on a tilt. See if we can bring that down a bit. 860, 26 points, 28 points. Now, I've always thought watching other live trades, live streams, it's great when it goes in your favor. It's a challenge to when you can't stay afloat on a. All right, let's see if it fills us in. Nice long wake up here at 21 MNQ. We're almost. You can be patient enough, but I don't like sitting that high on. So I would almost. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Give it to me. There you go. Bring it down a little bit. We're going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to close that up. So it was $40, $45, something like that. That was too high of a position to hold. But there was it wasn't a scalp, because I held that for quite a long time. It was a longer position to hold than I like to do, but All right, where is it going to go? See that? We are in overbought territory. So we are high on, so if, let's see, what is our Hikinashi look like? All right, so our indecision, we're going to do that's a split. Let's do that. We're going to buy a short. We're going to go short here. So hopefully that, all right, so we're now in the short territory. This is crossing over. Let's see how far that will drag us down. So we're going to go, and at least it's going to be a green trade. See that? And it stopped us out. We're going to do that again. See if it'll bounce up to this level. Allow me to get filled in at 2 points only. And then possibly it'll follow the trajectory down towards the oversold levels with our stochastics indicator. Yep, and we're just filled in. Now this is a red candle, but it's not flat top or like this green. It would be a flat top going down. So if the next candle, which is in 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what it does. Opens up here. Is it a flat bottom? Flat bottom. All right. Hopefully it kind of goes down a bit for us. These two moving averages. So the blue line is SMA, or small moving average. And then this is EMA, everyday moving average. And I have them set at 8 points. I believe both at 8 points. Yeah. So usually you can kind of see one crosses over the other, the green, the EMA over SMA. You can, not guaranteed, but you can take a chance and buy and see what will hold up. And then when it crosses down below, you can secure your profits. And then when it crosses it, so either way, shorting or longing it, you can sort of play that. All right, we're $6 in. We're not looking necessarily at the money. We're looking at the charts. So how far will it go? Let's do our, all right, we're going to put a stop loss there. We're already in the green, and see how far this will actually allow us to go. Now, we have a Hikinashi candle. That's a flat bottom. Will it go down somewhere into this level? That is your resistance right here, as you can tell. And we are going to be stopped out. Yep. So, what is up to? That was a, how about we try 2 contracts? Anybody? 2 contracts? All right, tell me if you guys can see the live stream. I'm gonna see if why my chat is not on. I don't know why my chat is not on. Because I would rather answer questions on the chat. All right, so let's give it a go. Let's try a 2. All right, let's try a 2, and we'll test this move down to Oh, we never got filled. Never got filled. Come on. Bring it up a bit. All right, well. Oh, we never got filled. Never got filled. Come on. Bring it up a bit. Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to allow the comments on the chat. All right, let's see if Now this is a downtrend. You can tell on the short time frame. So let me do a one. I'll do a one contract. See if it'll continue that. If not, at least we can scale up. At one MNQ, it's not that big of a risk. So all right, so we're all right, so this is a hammer candle. We are the champions, my friend. All right, usually in the downtrend, a hammer candle like this is a reversal, but you have to have the confirmation of the following candle, which is this. So, all right, let's scale up one. All right, so I'm going to have to figure out how to add the overlay for chat to this live stream so we could actually, if there's more people than somebody I know on the text or sign subscribers there. But as for now, I'm just going to watch this trade and see if I can. All right, so we are, again, approaching to the high for the day open. Remember, we are right here. This is the range. Opened at the day at 4 o'clock here, closing right now the highest. You got some indicators showing possibly the price moving up a bit towards the overbought territory. When these cross over down below, you might be looking for a position to enter to sell or short. All right. And what are we looking at? 83. That's about 6 points. I might add another one. Do an ask. Oh, come. Come now. There we go. Now this is kind of the resistance level. Crossover down. Let's see. Ooh, so this was a crossover for the up. So we're looking to possibly these two crossover down to get us turnaround in the trend. I know somebody said you cannot comment on it because I don't have the comments in the chat enabled. So I'm going to have to enable the chat, but there's a couple of ways to do that. There's a way that YouTube allows you to do a pop-out chat that I can see as an overlay next to my trading platform. And there is another third-party providers that allow you to do a overlay, but I haven't figured that one out yet, so I'm going to have to do that for the next time, so I'm sorry, guys. This one is just for demonstration purposes for now. Okay, so, and we got ourselves a red flat bottom candle forming. That's an indicator that possibly a Heikin-Ashi reversal happened. So let's set our profit targets and see how far this price will move. And we can even do this. Now we are guaranteed a green trade. It'll probably stop me out for a green trade, but let's see. Will it do it or not? I mean, I could have probably moved this up to this. Yep, and we got stopped out. I could have moved it up a bit and made it a stop loss. Okay, turn this off. Thank you. All right, where are we at? So this is our support level based on the last previous highs, which is right here, as you can tell. So, and the high would be, I'm going to enter it. The high would be, so ideally it's going to try to hit this support level. This is diddle in the middle, dawdle in the middle. They say don't dawdle in the middle, but I'm kind of hoping and praying. No. So theoretically, it's going to come down and kind of hit this support and either break through the support level or bounce back up towards your resistance, which is the high of the day. So a lot of times it's just a waiting game. So and I'm going to look through and see how I can add the comments to Whoa! What just happened? I don't know what just happened. Where did you go, George? Oh, what in the world? Are we back? Whoa. What was that? I don't even know what happened. That's some sort of a glitch. All right, I don't like that, but we'll set that profit target right there. That's going to be a stop loss. Now, what in the world happened to our chart? I don't know if it's a Trade-Evade platform or it's my... Oh, there we go. That's... Oh, all right. So that is our support level, as you can tell. That's the white line right there. So let's make it a little bigger right here. See, that was the support level. All right, so will it bounce up or break through? If it breaks through, we'll just keep adjusting our trailing stop. All right. Come on. Come on, take it down. Take it down, man. Take her down. All right. And we got stopped out. All right, so. And. All right, so here's in perspective. In perspective, I've been trading about 45 minutes or so by the time I actually got into it. I think I was actually explaining a lot of before I got into the trade. So let's say maybe 35 minutes. All right, so right now we're $100 on that account. So making making $100 every 35 minutes. If you can do that, all power to you, man. I would take that any day. I wouldn't quit my job though. Some people are like, well, why don't you just go live? I mean, why don't you go day trading and quit your job? Stupid idea. Don't do that. All right, don't take all your life savings and don't take all of your 401k, cash it out, and then go trade futures. Don't ever trade options or stocks. All right, you can invest in stocks, but don't day trade them. All right, so if I were to paper trade that trade, like I said, it would bounce up, if you heard me, and then possibly would go back up because this was our support level. And that's exactly what the stock did. What the price action did. Came down, closed at our. Now, it did come all the way through. It did break it, but it didn't close. All right, so it has to close and then even has to confirm the downtrend. But the price bounced back up. All right, so and again on the Heikin Ashi, remember it formed this indecisiveness and change of trend reversal candlestick, and then we got our reversal on the crossover for the stochastic indicator index right here indicator, and it's kind of proved, at least for a little scalpy scalp, meaning a short profit, it proved true. So will it go up? Now, in hindsight, okay, yes, in hindsight, we're all wise guys. So you can say, oh man, well, why don't you enter? Well, I did. I was on this particular trade as it was going down. And then I was yakking too much. So, all right, let's see. What are we doing here? Now, again, we're kind of in the middle there. Don Dawdle in the middle? Is that what they say? And at a 50% on the stochastic move, so it might cross over and move up to our new right here. As you can tell, this is our sort of, I know I said this, it's the highest, right, but where the actual price closed and bounced off would be probably right here. So I would put it like somewhere right there. that's kind of, for now, your channel of resistance, support and resistance levels. So if it comes down to this, possibly we can do a short and comes back down. Or if it breaks through, we might do a long right there as a 2. So if it'll buy this, break through, and cancel one out and buy another one and move up. Do you see that? So it can buy here and go down, we make money, or buys here, fills this, and then moves above the white line, above this kind of mental resistance level, and then reaches this 884 level. It'll cancel one out and buy a green long position and see if it'll reach up to that, and we might close in for a 3 point. So does that make sense? Oh, I think I just enabled viewers can post on the community. Hey, I think we got the comments enabled. All right, so we are, let me try this. I'm going to try one. All right, I'm in. I'm in for one. Can somebody tell me if there are comments available? All right, and look at that. We stop. Come on, either go up or stop us out. And stopped it out. No, oh, what? What did I do? Oh, what did I just do? I think there was a, maybe I just did a 2 instead of a 1. All right. All right, fill me in on that, please. All right, come down. Come down and hit me on this 63. There you go. Let's add another one. Now we averaged it down to, I'm gonna get, now these white lines were just for demonstration purposes. Usually I use them as a mental line. I can guesstimate where the whoa, yikes. That's quite a range. 58 all the way to 88 almost, 85. 88. That's a 30-point move right there. That's crazy. Are we 5 o'clock? Yeah, that's our 5 o'clock move right there. Let's see if it'll let us bring it down. All right, we're going to do our profit targets, and if it comes down, hits us, this average blue line will move up. Come on. Come on. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. What are we on Heikinashi? Ooh, that was quite a move. All right, so we hit one target, and we'll do, it's going to be at least in the green. Oh, and we got stopped out for that one. I don't even know what happened there. Let's see. That's a hammer candle. Usually reversal sign. I'm going to put a 2 right there. All right, come to scalpy scalp. All right, come give me 3 points. Give me 3 points just for a small. There we go. All right, now this is again next to the high of the day. Will it test that high again from this point to this point? Let's see if it fills it in, and then possibly bounces off against the high of the day as a resistance and comes down again. See if that works. All right. Come on. Uppity up, uppity up. But that was quite a move right there. That's a 30-point move. That's huge. If I had those 9 contracts on 30-point move, you're looking at big bucks, man. All right, so what are we doing? This is still, no. We're going to look for a reversal move like this. So when it starts doing reddish. Okay, so we don't want to be, I know that you go with the trend. So when the train starts moving, you kind of hop on the train as the train's moving. But I think this train might be at the end of the stop. So we're going to wait for that red to start forming so we can enter that. Whoa. All right, so this is, let's go with this trend and see what happens with these 2 candles forming. This is indecision on the move. All right. And this is a reversal, so that possibly can end up moving up. But this was a good move as far as the downtrend. Why not put some profit targets? Small profit target right there. Do one. And that's 3 points. Do another, maybe down. If it ends up dropping like these 2 candles did, we might close in for about 10-15 bucks. Okay. Closed one. We'll make that a green trade now. Extend that one just in case it decides. Yeah, and we got stopped out. So now, of course, the higher positions you have, you know, I've had this up to full max of 150, and that is a nut-cracking place to be in. All right, so what if we chase the trend? Okay. Do we want to? Do we want to? Or will it come to somewhere up here? It might come up to this level. Show us the magic. All right, see that? Look at that. Look at that beautiful Heikin-Ashi setup. The power of candles. The power of candles. We are looking for a possible reversal of the trend. On a reversal of stochastics to forming of a green candle, either a small ones like this. So that's what I'm looking for. But a lot of times you come to the 50 channel to 50% level on the stochastic, and it ends up being a reversal. They cross over. So this is I'm gonna take a oh, there we go. So we're gonna take a short. That's a too big of a green undecisive candle to be a true. I think it might be a fake reversal, but we'll see. Oh, it wasn't. Oh man, it didn't fill me. Yep, there we go. One more. So let's see what the 15-second look like. All right, so our high of the day just went up. Okay, 15-second Heikin-Ashi. We'll do a one right there and one right there. Let's see if it'll hit my targets. Profit up, one hit, and we'll exit out of the other one. Got another one. So now this is crossover. I probably could have held it out, but sometimes the price ends up fluctuating so much that you're better off just exit. But it did hit the target that I set. That was nice. All right, so we got. It's gonna. Let's hope it. And no, I don't think so. This is too close to overbought. Might sell. What's a 15-minute look like? Yeah, 15-minute chart looks pretty high. All right, near the, again, it keeps bumping up that high of the day. So, I mean, overall, let's see for the day. All right, so man, it might be that unless some crazy news comes out, but it might be that this green candle extends all the way up past 20,000 point. 25,000, that is almost 170 points. That's a lot of points. What does our hour look like? Yeah, that's how about a 30-minute? Come on, yeah, 30-minute, same thing. It's but it is an overbought channel, not channel, but overbought level. And when you see a crossover on the overbought level, right, there's one, didn't quite reach, but crossed over near that overbought level, ends up going. So it might. Waiting game. All right, 30-minute too long. We're gonna change it to back to 15. All right, there's our 15. Let's see what the. All right, that. Let me try that one. That's an indecision candle. We're gonna do a 1. See where a 1 puts us in. It might just, yeah. All right. There you go. Oh, come on. I should have just marked it. There we go. I was going to say I should have market exited it. What if we do a 2 right here? There you go. Entered it. We're in. And come now. Come now. Down, down, boy. Down. Will it go down? All right. That would be your level of resistance. No. 80. It's 2 points, 3 points. Nah, that's not enough to scale. So we're going to do profit taking. And come on, hit me. Come now, what are you doing? Oh, there's one. All right, let's see if they'll come down to the other. Now it's going to be a winning trade. Oh, don't do that. Don't do, beat. Okay. So, all right, so we're up 153 bucks on this particular account. You know, let me trade a few that I need to trade on. No, we don't want to do that. All right, out we, did I go? Did I go out? Yes. All right, so that's a really small, oh, juicy. Let's do that. Come, come, come. Heal me again. Oh, man, that's a lot of movement there. All right, we're in for 2. Will you bump out down below? Come on, hit me on that one. Make it a, at least it's a green trade on that. Oh, bring it down, bring it down. Oh yeah, stopped out. All right, so that was small, little scalp. All right, so I can see that being the resistance or the support level. Maybe it'll bounce up. You know what? Hold on a sec. Let's see what's going on. 15-minute chart. Ooh, 15-minute chart. Again, let's do a short. Now, it might break through this resistance and keep going, or bounce off. I actually might move it down a bit, like right there somewhere. Bounce off and keep going down right here, or even down to this level. All right, I'm in. Maybe it'll, I'm still hoping it'll come up from here down to this and fill me on the way back. Come on. It does kind of goes in waves a lot of times. You're sitting and watching, you can kind of see it goes in waves. Whoa. Let's add on to that one. There we go. That was a nice move on Heikin-Ashi charting. Some targets out. It's going to be our targets for, come on, come back up. Come on, and there you go. One hit. Oh, don't come close to that because I need it to be a, No, up you go. Up you go. Oh, shoot. I was trying to set my stop loss slightly above my average entry point, and it didn't let me do it. Now, see, it's moving into really oversold territory as the price action has moved down. So we're looking possibly at a crossover this and price correcting slightly, but we're going to put some price targets there. I'm going to put two to get out. Looking for a formation of a possible green candle on the Heikin Action. Now, it did break through this support here. Remember it? So you can tell. It bam, bam, hit. So my blue line is actually my average entry point is the support level. So right now, the price theoretically should come up to these lows, which is your support. Used to be support, not resistance. So if it does, and plow right through that to fill us on our target profit. So we're going to actually increase our profit targets. We're going to put 3 points there and maybe another 3 points or so right there. See what happens. There you go. We got our green candle. The other way. Okay. Let's see what's the next level there. So you're possibly looking at 861. 861. Right here somewhere. Wow, what a beautiful setup on our flat bottom, our flat top red candles after such a nice move on the upside. So we only have 2 contracts open right now, looking to fill them in at slightly above. So 8 points from where the price is now to where my last entry profit target is not too bad. So we're kind of hoping for a nice little sweep right here after it came down and move above my entry point. But I don't like the way this looks right here. This looks like it possibly may be going back into the oversold territory. So so right now, can you see this is your support? It just keeps hitting that bottom. So, and we possibly are closing through the bottom. That's 4 points. That's 4 points. That's not. Oh, whoa. Let's go. Let's go. I like action like that. Now that is quite a move right here. Look at that from the high of the day. 891 all the way to 860. That's 30 points. That's up. All right, will it fill our profit targets there? Come on, come down to up. There you go. One hit. And let's do and I'm out. That's only 2. I like to see it as a 5-point spread. All right, let's do a 2. There's our 15-minute look like. Oh boy, come down. Nice. You never think of a 15-second. I mean, this is not a minute. This is 15-second chart. You never think of a 15-second chart as being so clearly defined in movements. But there we have it. It's quite amazing. Now, these are all micro scalping trades, but they do add up. So we'll do 2 points on that. Get rid of that. We'll do 1 point on that. And 1 point on that. See if we'll kick back up into that zone. And 3, put 2 right there. Okay, crossover. Oh man, it came so close to hitting my target right there. Did you see that? And hit my target, and I'm out for whatever. So 187 bucks, but it was. I'm gonna take that action. I'm gonna take that action. That is quite a move to the upside. So I'm gonna take that action too. Now, what? It sounds like there is some news coming out, but all right, let's do that. And we'll put that target and that target. See how much? I mean, look at that, just beautiful. Coming up again at this level. All right, bring me down with 2. Crossover there. Will it cross over and come down? I don't know. Will it cross over at overbought territory and come down? We're 5 points, and we need to be filled almost at, and nope, not that one. All right, come down, fill me. There you go. Give me a good reversal candle on Heikin-Ashi, form a red, crossover there. Do you see that? Let's map it out. All right, shapes, eclipse. All right. Nope. This was candle. See how that comes out. That was one. That was one right there. That didn't. All right, that's the importance of confirmation. The confirmation bias. So you want to have your reversal trend confirmed. All right, so it didn't quite do that because the following candle ended up being a green candle on this particular Heikin-Ashi charting. But let's see how this will this end up proving us right? Or will it just reverse again and come back up? We'll see. But I like this movement. So right now it's 3 points above where my entry is. All right, so this needs to go below my entry for me to make money. And I'm going to map it out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put some trailing target profits. If it hits one, all right, come down. I'm going to do a rain dance. No, I'm going to do a snow dance. Oh, we got some, not too much, I suppose, but Had to cut up some firewood and get some firewood ready. It did get chilly. I think it got down to maybe almost -10 last night. Yeah, it was cold. I hope everybody's day is going good. So I do think the option to leave comments is not turned on because of family mode, somebody told me. So I'm going to have to see if that's because I chose that it's made for kids video rather than not. This is a clean channel, but a lot of red blood. No, clean channel, so there's not going to be any kind of innuendos or, you know, swearing or type of things like that. So that's why I assumed that made for kids. But I mean, you're not going to see Elmo and Mickey running around here, and so maybe that's why. I'm gonna add. I might be shooting myself in the foot because it is. Yep, it is. It's changing the trend. So let's see. Now, when it comes to position this size, you got 16 contracts. I do not like that. It's not comfortable. So I like to get out of a position when it's this size. Even if it's a small profit, just to get out of it. But all right, let's see where we're at on a 15-minute chart. I was watching this guy earlier today, and he had what's called copy trading. He was trading 5 different accounts, and he had 100 positions on every one of those. And I think it was almost $9,000 that he ended up losing all those 5 accounts. So, yeah, that was crazy. All right, what is going on? We are, yep, 15-minute chart proved right there. See that? That was your support level, that, or resistance. Broke through the resistance level. After it broke through the resistance level, it ended up going higher and higher. We're gonna go on a kilter. We're gonna go on a crazy binge trending here. Man, if it just comes down as this 889, this 20 point, that would be just juicy. But keeps climbing. 15-minute chart. Now remember, this is a $150,000 account, so my drawdown is $4,500. So it's a $4,500 drawdown. I'm just gonna add up, see how high we'll. There's no way it's gonna keep climbing. It might climb to this level right here of the highs of these two. But after hour trading like this, I mean, that's a possibility, which you can never predict, I suppose. So we'll see. But definitely, most people by this, that would be going for the toilet paper. They'd be looking for a bucket. All right, so let's see if it comes down for this. We're going to put, just to get out of it, I'm going to put my profit target right there. Just 6 points. If it comes down and hits me at 6 points, I would be happy to get out of this particular trade because it is an oversized trade. Now, here's a lesson learned, I suppose, or as it ever learned. Yes, I am more of a risky trader, but if you do not or cannot handle action like this, you want to make a stop loss, either mental or just tell your program, get me out of here when I down $100 or $50 or whatever. So, but I'm looking at possibly reversal of this right here. So we'll just wait and see what happens. But see how far it's over extended on this side? Look at this. Look how far, way above everything else. All right, will you come and hit me? Come on, come on, bring it down to that. Bring it down to the support level. Come on. Come on, 6 points, that's 46 contracts. That's going to be a pretty nice. I'm going to close this one out. Even if it's a 3-pointer. Come on. All right. We got ourselves a red candle on Heikin-Ashi. And just come on. Come on. Bring it down. Now, here's the thing. Do I get out just to save the position? I do. That was a $112 move. All right. So I'm going to take that just to get out of the gigantic. Now, you could go all the way up to 150 points or 150 contracts. But you're looking at a very risky trade. Did you see that? Even that alone, whoever was watching this right now, they're thinking this guy's trade right now is over $1,000 in the red. Tell me you were not thinking that. Because I was thinking that too. But I was kind of hoping that, again, that was the reversal coming based on, what was that, 3 minutes? Or what was I looking at? Correct. It was coming back down on the 15-minute chart, right down to the support level. Now, I might enter. Do I enter a bounce? Okay, see, that might be a bounce from this level right here. But then I'm looking at a reversal on my stochastic momentum index. So it might come down somewhere to this level right here on the crossovers for the stochastic, which means we'll bring the price slightly down and then bounce back up to the high. So we'll see. But just because it's a longer shadow, upper shadow like this, doesn't quite mean anything because, I mean, look at that. You had some nice long upper shadows, they did not bounce back up. So you had your crossover right there, and it just ended up going down. Let's see, where are we at? So this is a crossover up. Is there still somebody watching, or am I just talking to the screen? Hopefully somebody's still here. I hope to have a little bit more interaction maybe when the chat is enabled, but we're going to do this. We're going to go for a short. I'm filled. I'm filled for one. Oh, no, don't do that. We don't want to do that. We want to hit this support level. That'd be for 5 points on one contract support level. What is it? Maybe $7? Let's see where we are at on Heikin-Ashi. All right, so that's a sort of a reversal candle from the reds. So the next candle, I assume in 3 seconds, will be green up. Yep, that's going to be a green up. But that's a confirmation. So will that confirm as a move up, or will that reverse alongside and go down? And so we'll see. and let's hope it hits my target at least. It's only we'll move it up. It's only 5 points. But it's quite a ways down still that it could go compared to where the top is. And as you can tell, look at that. It just keeps in waves. Just imagine yourself sitting on the beach and the ocean waves are just washing you, refreshing you. And all right, come on, bring it down. Get it to this support level right here. It's amazing how your support levels work. Yes, I see that this is a crossover. You might be thinking, well, it crossed over down. No, this is crossing over. Correct. But sometimes it does. I got a crossover here that's curving down. This is the support line. Hopefully it's coming down towards the support line. So this might curvature down towards an actual 40% below zero on the oversold. So we'll see what happens. But we're looking at just 8 points. 8 points on one contract. It's not quite a bit, but come on, this is my first live stream. I've never done anything like this in my life. All right. We'll see what happens. But I think I'm coming on almost 2 hours, so we'll see where we end in about 20 minutes, and I'll just probably end up finishing the live stream, make it an hour-and-a-half live stream. I started about 4:30. It's a little over an hour. We'll make it 6 o'clock. But again, this is for somebody who's been asking me, please show me what you do. Well, this is what I do. Sometimes it's a headbanger. Sometimes it's jump around and giggle. So, not a rocket science, but you sort of have to be prepared for some nerve-wracking. Sometimes you just have to have thick skin, and you cannot dwell on. I mean, yes, you have to know what you did wrong, and not be careless about it. But they're all things in perspective. So ideally, if I just quit now, I should be great, because guess what? I made $277 an hour ago, and then I made another $253 now. So on this particular account, now granted, this is a test account right now, so I'm working this test account to pass it to the 4,500. And I'm being very cautious right now. So I do have these at 9,000. This one is at there's one at 10,000. So for the live stream, I'm kind of showing you so you don't go on a skilter if you try to do it yourself. But overall, profits like this on a pro account, like I said, 277 an hour ago, 250 if it closes right now in my favor, 250 now. That's over $400 a day. That's basically not replacing your job. Yes, additional income, your night job, your freelancing. So, all right. So it's kind of entered this channel here. Let's see, where is my shapes? And right there. So if you do I suppose that's on slightly different charting than typical candlesticks, but still, this is kind of sort of your choppy choppy action. If you go to the regular candle, all right, so I like that. That is not a very good sign. I like that's not a good sign for longs. In other words, it might kick back. And then, so I got hammer candle red. I got a crossover right there, the green line, which is my EMA line, crossing down into below the SMA, which is simple moving average. I think one time I said small moving. It's a simple moving average. And then we have a crossover on stochastic momentum index. So we have 1, 2, 3 indicators saying the price may move down to the downside. Okay, so do you see why this is not a gamble? We're looking at an educated guess in the least. Okay, so whether that will continue with our assumption, we'll see. But we're about, I think I might hold past 6 o'clock slightly, because a lot of times those are the key time points on the clock when some world markets join in on trading. So we'll see if this will allow us to capture maybe some price action. If you look at 4 o'clock when the price or when the day opened, look at that. Where are we? 4 o'clock. There was quite a bit of movement there. When we had, I mean, look at this, 7:30. 7 o'clock, 15, 7:30. Look at this. It is unreal. 883 all the way down to 762. This move was either a roaster for some accounts, or you made a lot of money. All right, so I don't like that for my shorts. See that? I don't like that for my shorts. All right, let's add one. It's about 10 points. I'm gonna add one. See if it wants to come down a little bit. And where is my MNQ on the? All right, so let's see what happens here. All right, we're still at the support level, and this choppiness did break through with this candle, but it's only 4 points. It's not huge to my level of entry. So I'm, and it's near the high of the day. So unless it breaks through the high of the day and just keeps on pumping and pumping out, but you look on the hourly, it has a lot of room to go. That would be right here. That's 100 points right there. And then that's another 100 points right there. That's 200 points. But we are off. Look how much are we off the highs. 25.4. That was on the 12th. Right? That's a week ago. So depending on what goes on, there's a lot of room to go high. But we do not trade on an hourly or daily basis. We day trade. And day trading is 2-minute, 3-minute, and sometimes I even trade 15-second. Which is, some people, they might think it's crazy. All right, so we're 2 contracts in. I'm looking at 4 points, 3 points above my entry level. I don't know if I want to be scaling up right now. I'm going to see where that. I'm going to put my profit targets. I know it's only 2 points, 3 points. But come on, you just saw me hold 47. All right, 47 was. So I'm good on these two. All right, it's coming close to my darling sweet point there. All right, come. This feels so odd. Feels like I'm talking to the walls, sitting here by myself. Hopefully the neighbor is not outside the walls listening. It's like, what is this guy doing? He keeps bringing things into this office. This is my shop on the property I have. So we live out in the county, and yes, so they might suspect something. All right, so that would be, you know what would be sweet? If this action just broke all the way through this, all this junk, and went right here. Just my simple moving average, right there, my simple moving average crosses over, starts going down like these guys. All right, we're going to get rid of it just in case. And then just keeps moving, just like these guys. That would be terrific. All right, so we got our crossover down. And rejected. Didn't want to do it. All right, where are we at on? All right, we got 10 minutes left. I think I might do it slightly past 6 o'clock. Just because I know there are some moves on at 6 o'clock. Now, look at that. Crossover down, crossover up, crossover hopefully down right there. And maybe, maybe we want it to be down towards this support level right here. Resistance, bam, 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 and breaks through, goes up, hits that, comes down, hits back again down this side, and bounces off like a yo-yo. And if it bounces off of these levels again, right here, and then we see it come down, hopefully to this. All right, so we're going to put our profit target. I don't know. What do you think, Ma? What do you think? All right, we'll do it right there and right there. Now, if you know somebody who goes, oh yeah, I would love to, all right, there's tons of videos online. There's tons of live streams online, I suppose, that people do this. It's not very professional, as you can tell. I'm not, I don't have a camera crew. So this is a retail trading, day trading, live trades. And I have to go work around my regular work schedule of my day life, my family, my kids. And so it's not going to be any particular specific time of day where maybe some of these live streams happen. It's going to be, hey, it's on live stream. Come out and join and check out and either learn something or learn something what not to do. Okay, so we're back again at our, right there, crossover on our moving averages. It's not 50 EMA or 200 EMA or 100. This is just a small 8 simple moving average and 8 EMA, average moving average. I believe we're average moving average. What? What kind of oxymoron is that? Come on, 3 points. It's just been bouncing around for 3 points. Man, look at these moves. This was 897 all the way to 913. And this is putzing around. Like, just dump it. Just drop it down, man. Throw me a bone. Give me something to chew on. Do I want to add on to this? Do I want to scale up on this one? Because what's key to do? All right, look at that, 1 point. I'm 1 point. Well, that's because my spread is 2 points. So if I increase my spread, then it doesn't look as crazy. There we go. All right, so we got 3 red candles on Heikin Ashi. What does our 3-minute chart look like? Yeah. All right, 6 minutes left. Will it be a green trade, or will I have to close this particular trade in the red? How about we do a little manipulation there. See, we'll put down 15 long, and if there will be some sellers who will want to buy some of that at that level, which is, yeah, see if that happens. Nope. Nope, they don't want it. They don't want it. I'm gonna. Do you see that? And people say, well, market manipulation doesn't work. Did you see what just happened? I scaled up, added 3 more contracts, and the price jumped. Don't tell me that doesn't happen. So, yeah, it happens. It happens all the time. I've seen it way too many times. All right, will you come down to this level? We've got a nice crossover on the stochastic. We got a nice flat top red candle moving. Another one. Will it close me? We got 4 minutes left to 6 o'clock. And all right, look at that. It broke through my and come now. All right, fill me. Come on, let's go. And first target filled. First target filled. I can put this one at a green. All right, so if it closes, I'm just going to do that. So we are right there. See how nice move down on the stochastic indicator, and we're down again. So we're just scaling it up. I mean, we're trailing this. And oh, too close, too close. Don't close me out. Oh, and I'm stopped out. Okay, that was a nice stop. All right, so we're 4 minutes away. I think I'm just gonna call it good. So we're $266. Ooh, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Let's see what is going on here. Let's do that. Let's see if it'll move back up on this crossover. I might just lose all of my $266. I got 3 minutes left. I said I'm going to hold it till Pat. Oh, don't do that. Don't just come back around. Oh, look at that. Nice crossover. This is crossing over. A green candle formed on Heikin Ashi. Oh, man. Well, hindsight. All right, let's do one contract. We're going to buy one. All right, let's see what one does. Maybe one will. It's not super risky. Come on. Give me a 280 for the day, or 280 for this trading session. No? I reject again? That's only 2 points, man. Come on. That is not a lot. All right, so that's going to be a green trade no matter what. And come on, give me some more flat bottoms. Give me a flat bottom, Missy. All right, up. Oh, and I am out. Stop me. Oh, look at that. That is, that's what, oh, man. All right, now I'm just chasing the trades. All right, I'm in again. Yeah. Okay, so that is the danger of just start chasing trades. But I think I'm jumping on a moving train, so hopefully I don't break a leg as I'm jumping on a moving train. All right, and stopped out again. Crossover down, the red candle. What will it do? Will it? Yep, exactly. formed a candle on the way down. We got less than 1 minute to 6 o'clock. See what sort of action happens at 6 o'clock. I might do 2 contracts at 6 o'clock. All right. 15 seconds. So we got 40 seconds left. 30 seconds left on the clock. I'm going to do that. No. Too much of a curve on my stochastic. So if not, we're going to try to do 1 contract maybe. 1 down at the, and I'm in. I'm in at 1. Wow, that was in. Am I going to be out? There, 6 o'clock, and I am out again. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see? What did I tell you? 6 o'clock jump. All right. What was that? No, man, I didn't want that. I want it to be up there. All right. Close it down at 900 maybe. I'll bring it down, close me at 900. All right, let's hold it for about extra 5 minutes. Usually price kind of settles down. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Moving 1. What is happening? Whoa, what is, yeah. All right, let's see. Do I like it or do I not like it? Give me a 15-second look. How about 1 minute chart? No, we'd do that. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, so it's a 3-point. I'm trying to catch a knife. Trying to catch a, well, catch a knife is a bit falling, catching a knife, but I am in 3. I'm in. All right. Yikes. That closed me out right here. What did I tell you? 5 minutes. 5-minute action. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me a nice red top candle. You're not going to, are you? That's only 2 points. Look at that. That is only 2 points. Are we going to? And I'm out. All right, 285 bucks. All right. Well, thank you for, I mean, this can be going all night long. And do you know how many times I have done this? Those who know me, they know. All right, but today is my day off. That's why I was able to do that earlier. It's kind of quite a bit of fun. So if you stayed watching this for the last hour and a half, I thank you so much. I'm going to hopefully figure out how to add those chats. So if you're subscribed to this particular live stream feed, then you will receive a notification when I go live next time. And I really appreciate you guys sticking around with me. And hopefully there was something you got out for entertainment. So those I know by name who've been asking me over and over to show them, this is what I do. This is how you can possibly participate. If not, just watch and learn how things are done. But again, here you go. I use Take Profit Trader. I open usually a $50,000 or $150,000 account with a promo that they offer after you pass the test, trading 5 days minimum, not losing $2,000 of their money. then you are converted to a pro account without paying $130, which regular would without a code. So this is no activation fee for being moved to a pro account. After you create your pro account or you're given a pro account, then you have a goal to reach as a buffer. So on a $50,000 account, you need to have $2,000 buffer. Anything after that, you get to keep 80%. And there's no monthly fee. Now, if you do not pass that test in 30 days, if you do not make the $3,000 on $50,000 or $9,000 on $150,000, then the next month they will charge you full price of this test account. So for me, it would be, oh, excuse me, for me, it'd be at 360 bucks or 170 on the 50 amount. So rather than being charged again, I would rather cancel that account and open another one for 100 bucks. Does that make sense? So this is kind of how that works. All right. Well, thanks a lot again for sticking around and watching this. Hopefully you've enjoyed the stream. This particular one ended up with $285 for this particular hour and a half. And I think I had the one before for about an hour or so for 277. So that is the possibility of day trading futures. And I think I'm going to go and try to finish these other test accounts just to round trip trade to tell them that I've traded today. So I don't, they've already, most of them are past accounts. So, hey, thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Alrighty.